You are created to create. There's so much genius and creative potential in you. It's time to let it out. Hey guys, it's Anita. These are the videos where we talk about living a brave, meaningful, and creative life. Today I have 7 heart shifts, soul shifts, 7 big ideas that will awaken your creative soul and remind you of what you are here to do. Let's go for it. Big idea number 1 is to let go of worldly standards. Every single human being is going to have to do this at some point, and you are destined to be a creator in the world. So you have to learn to let go of worldly standards faster. This means things like fame, acclaim, awards, fancy jobs, paychecks. Like, it's not that you can't have those things or you won't have those things, but that is not success to you. As a creator, you have been given a specific message that you are here to share with the world. It could be a tangible message, like literally words and messages, but it could just be your presence and who you are and the things that you are here to bring into the world. And if you hang on to just wanting the fruits of it, which is the byproduct of your efforts, you're never going to actually get into the juice of how good it is to be a creator. So let go of worldly success. Purify and examine your own mind. Where are you hanging on to things that you don't even want? Maybe your parents told you when you were 12 years old that, well, you'll make more money if you pursue this career path instead. And so you've spent your whole life not realizing that you're living that 12-year-old standard that your parents set for you. It's time to break free of those things and really understand why you do the things that you do. Yes, all of the big ideas I'm going to share today require a lot of personal reflection and deep diving, but I know as a creative soul, you do this naturally, so do it and set yourself free. Big idea number 2 is to commit to the work, not the numbers. Your job as a creative soul in the world is to put pen to paper or idea to laptop. Whatever it is that's your craft, you've got to commit to the work. You know, once upon a time, we didn't have things like follower counts and likes and comments. We literally couldn't even see that stuff. If someone wanted to be a painter, they just had to keep painting. If someone wanted to compose music, they would keep composing. And they would compose like hundreds of songs, even if nobody ever heard them. And they went into these books and now there are kids that play these classical songs. But there was once a time where Beethoven and Mozart, they literally just committed to the work. This is what it means to be an artist of your craft and to be a creator. And this is what it really means to live out the God-given talent that you have. Big idea number 3 is to multiply your body of work. If you have created 50 things right now, I challenge you to make 100 and then multiply it, quadruple it, quintuplet it, multiply it by 8, 10, like sometimes just for the fun of it, I will take a look at how much I've created in the last season, then I will multiply it by 2. Can I double it? Can I triple it? Can I quadruple it? But a big way that I do this is that I actually do it with God. I let God speak to me. So God is part of your creative impulse. It's the reason that you have this desire to grow and to make things in the world. So I talk to God and I'm like, what do you think I'm capable of? And actually recently, God gave me a number. He's like, this is your 4-year goal. And I was like, this is a lot of videos to make. But I really felt God say, well, if you want an Olympic-sized dream, you need an Olympic-sized dream, and YouTubers don't compete at the Olympics. So here's the kind of dream that will challenge you to push the envelope. Now, I'm the kind of person that likes to push the envelope of my own standards even. So it might not be that extreme for you, but still, you have to commit to a lifelong body of work and then multiply that body of work. Whatever number you think you want to create this year, imagine what you could create 5 to 8 years from now. The reason that this is so valuable too is that right now there are certain platforms that are big, but within a couple of years, there might be other online platforms that completely trump the platforms that we have today. We don't know, but you will be primed to excel no matter what platforms happen if you are creating now. So commit to creating a very big body of work. Big idea number 4 is to measure success by the amount of fulfillment you feel. This internal sense of joy, of completion, contentment, and fulfillment is worth money. People go to therapists, life coach, psychologists, people get on drugs and alcoholism and all kinds of destructive behaviors in the world because they didn't listen to the calling inside and they didn't let it out. So as a creator who is committed to creating and committed to the long haul, you are going to experience a level of joy and fulfillment that is the stuff that life is made of. It is worth everything. So learn to measure success by that. It may mean that you have to work another job so that you can fund your craft, and that's okay. I've made other videos talking about like being a part-time creator is not better than being a full-time creator. Because as long as you are making something, you are going to experience that sense of fulfillment and joy that comes from being an artist of your craft. And that is the fuel that will keep you going. Big idea number 5 is to stay for the long haul. This idea of committing to being a creator or an artist 10, 20 years from now is something that has set me free. It's made me realize that, you know what, I just don't want to be a flash in the pan, 15 minutes of fame type of creator. I want to be creating 10 and 20 plus years from now. And so what's the point in grinding myself into the ground at this point, trying to attain some kind of imaginary version of success when really deep down, like, there's only some things I can control. I can't entirely control how many people will see my videos or how many people will read my work, but what I can control is the fact that I will do it. I will write, I will make videos, I will just express my soul, no matter how many people see it, because this is who I am and this is what I want to be doing. So stay for the long haul. Realize that this is not a one-trick pony. This is not something that's going to end. If you feel that desire in your heart to be a creator, which you do, like, it's not going to go away. It's going to keep flowering inside of you. So let it flower and don't force yourself to like pull out the flower trying to make it blossom this season. Maybe you won't blossom until 4 years from now, like entirely blossom. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that the growth that you put in now is not important. It is very important. So stay for the long haul and keep going. Big idea number 6 is to trust in the long, slow, and steady process. This is when you take a deep breath and you remember that even though you've got big dreams, big goals, you're committed to the long haul, it's the long, slow, and steady process that is going to change you. It's going to mold you. It's going to turn you into a more kind, generous, and all-around beautiful inside and out person. And I don't mean appearances. I mean the character and the quality of who you are. Someone who is committed to the process has this fierceness about how they work, and you have that ability. Because when you stop listening to the outside noises and you just commit to the process and you know that no matter what, I am going to day in, day out, week in, week out, year in, year out, keep creating, keep learning, and keep building. That is when you're going to be able to create the kind of masterpieces that really stand out. And again, even if they don't stand out to the world, they will mean something to you, and that sense of fulfillment is extremely important. Big idea number 7 is to create with God. Don't do this creative journey alone. You can try, but I'm kind of giving you a head start right now by telling you that at some point you're going to have to connect with your divine inspiration, your understanding of a higher power. You could call it the voice of truth, the voice of love, whatever it is. The word right now doesn't matter. It's just about understanding that you do not do this alone. All the creative forces of God, all of providence, you know, legions of angels are behind you, before you, with you, and beside you as you work this. So this idea that we are created in the image of God, and one of God's primary characteristics is as a creator, just blew my mind, because it made me realize that like my creative impulse is not evil. It's not a sin. It's actually the impulse of God in me wanting to bring and birth something out into the world. And so I hope that just liberates you and reminds you somewhere deep, deep in your soul that you were created to create. You were born to create. And it is not something that is going to happen instantly, because you're going to create for your entire life. And that's the freedom of this calling. So I love creating, and I hope it comes through. And I just want you to know that like if you are watching this right now, you are meant to be a creator. Whatever that looks like. There are thousands of crafts out into the world. It doesn't matter what the craft is, it just matters that you create. So know that you are not alone on this journey. I am with you. There are lots of other creators out on the internet that you can find, but most importantly, God, the entire universe is surrounding you and wrapping you in, just like nudging you forward to be a creator, which is how you found your way to this video. So that is it. Create, my friend, for you were born to be a creator.